Let's go.
Jacob Abel, second here last year, probably needed, one more lap?
One more turn.
Couple of feet on the straightaway.
Save the tires. You didn't get to test here because of the rain, but what do we know about these Firestones coming in and how much you're going to have to save them to be able to have them in that last 10-lap run?
Yeah, honestly, this weekend is going to be a huge unknown on a bunch of different fronts on how the car is going to qualify, how it's going to race, how it's going to run in traffic. So that's kind of all to be learned today in our 75-minute session, which is obviously not super long. But I think you're going to see the track very busy pretty much the whole time. Like you said, we didn't get to test here, and it's a new surface, so it should be pretty interesting, but I still feel pretty confident about things.
Having 3 cars this weekend on the oval, how much information back and forth, and how much does that help? I mean, obviously H&B comes with like a baseball lineup of 9 to 10 cars each week, but having that third car, kind of seeing 3 different angles of what the tires are doing, how much does that help?
Yeah, it'll be really big, especially for such a compressed weekend like that, and on a track that we, seemingly have so little knowledge on, even though we've raced here before and we've been really successful here before. It'll be just make us go a whole lot more efficiently with tons of different things. I think the downforce level is going to be something that's going to be really interesting because we were flat even on the old track. So I mean, it was close. We were lifting a little bit in the race and all of that, but in qualifying we were definitely flat. So how much more grip this track seemingly has, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting if you see cars take the risk for qualifying, kind of trim out a bunch and start at the front, but I'm pretty sure we have to use our same downforce in the race that we qualify at. So that might, add a little bit of interesting element to it as well.
What's the mindset going in? You're in the middle of a points championship. Obviously, winning kind of cures all when it comes to the points, but through a race, last week, obviously, you're chasing Louis Foster. How much is that? You know where he is on the track at all times, or are you just focused forward on your race car?
Yeah, at this point, we're just completely focused on winning. The gap it's not super small, to be honest, and the best thing that we can do is go out and win races. Luckily, I think this is the stretch of races coming up that I feel most confident about. We're super strong at Milwaukee. We were obviously really strong here last year. Gateway, we were strong. I think Nashville is another one of those kind of unknowns, but yeah, I feel really good about it and ready to kind of get on with it.
Jacob Abel, Abel Motorsports, second here at Iowa last year by about that much. We'll see if he can go one more this weekend and get a victory at Iowa. Tested in Milwaukee, didn't get to test at Iowa, right?
Correct.
So what prep have you done for this track? Gone back and looked at maybe some film, talked with Jacob, who was second here last year. How does that work out?
Yeah, so I've done literally all the above and more. After Milwaukee, I was I woke up the next morning after we got back and I was like a possessed person. Okay. Trying to get it right. I knew what I needed to work on. A lot happened all in one day at Milwaukee, and so just kind of decompressing from that. I spent 2 hours the next day with my engineers going over the data, my driver coach for an hour, my spotter for an hour, our team manager. Spent hours and hours and hours on sim. I've been karting at least once a week. I've been doing everything you can imagine. Talking with Abel, obviously he was super fast here last year and at all the ovals, so I know we have a piece to work with, and so it's getting me to that point, but I have a lot of confidence coming into this.
A little bit lighter of a car, I would imagine, maybe what you're used to. Would that make sense?
The weight is similar, the same if not similar. Obviously down on horsepower a lot, but the downforce is obviously greater. So I've been kind of comparing it to when I did the wing dirt sprint car stuff, as far as the wing and how the aero affects in that way. Obviously we won't be able to really find out the aero and aero push and things of that nature, whether I'm in traffic or really during the race. So tomorrow will definitely be a first of a lot of experiences, but I'm trying to pull from things that I've experienced racing in, so we'll see.
Cool. That's all I got. Kind of an unknown weekend, right? The test gets rained out here. There was a test in Milwaukee, maybe not the same. What's your expectations for the 75-minute practice session we're going to see today?
Yeah, well, that's not something that is helping us to have a bigger time practice. But yeah, it's not. It's a lot of expectation, but as well as not much, because it's everything new for me and I think for everyone. The track is repaved in the corners, so
which just makes that a huge unknown, right? Are we going to have one lane, or are we going to have 2 lanes? where do you look at as far as, I mean, you can look back at last year's race and have that as a reference, but things have changed. So what's been the study factor, I guess, heading into this weekend?
Well, for sure, the first one for practice will be how fast can we go? How much can we train with the new pavement? How much how secure the car will be on the high line or on the low line? And yeah, thinking for both things that we should have one practice a big one, but just one practice, right? So think about quality and then think about the race. And as you said, we are thinking kind of a two-lane racing race car.
Please.
Yeah. But it's unknown, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, we can try, but it will be who's gonna try it first. Of the second one, right?
How much are you focused on, obviously, propelling your career, right? You want to win races, you want to be in contention, but you also have a teammate in Louis Foster who's in a championship hunt. How much are you trying to help him make sure that he secures that championship while also running as well as you can?
Well, for sure, I've been learning from him and all of them these past 7 races. And yeah, the Milwaukee test was a very good one for him and for me. So I think I'm closer for him in the oval. So just keep learning from him. And for sure, the past test we knew how different tweaks we wanted on the setup start. We tweaked a little bit different for each one of us. And let's see if it's the same in here. But for sure, if a bunch of us on the championship wants to go bigger out of Iowa.
Buddy, good luck, man.
Steven Stump of Frontstretch.com here. Come back for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.